Hey everyone, and welcome to this third episode of my Hardcore Iron Man series. As you can see, this episode features the introduction of the Winter Chill-Off event. This week also saw the release of the PVM hub, but sadly I'm not quite at the level where I'm confident to go bossing on this account, so we'll see some of that in the future. And if you want me to do a series that does feature the PVM hub or some PVMing, leave it down in the comments and I'll see what I can do. So since the release of the Chill-Off event, I've spent a fair amount of time AFKing the agility there, but there was a whole 5 days between the last episode launch and the Chill-Off event coming out, and plenty of gains were made in that time. Let's go take a look. Early game Hunter at the moment is kind of one of just the worst things in this game. There's nothing really to catch, and the things that you can catch are fairly pointless. So I was eventually told about going to the Vine Sweeper minigame and feeding the rabbits here. So I did that to reach level 27. Now that I'm there, I can go and catch skilled chompers, which have a 1 in 5,000 chance of giving unchecked chin chompers for player-owned farms, which I'm going to need a breeding pair of for my plans in farming and herblore down the road. The only other thing that I needed to start up my player-owned farm was 20 construction. I had already got the 17 farming. I had a convenient daily challenge that helped me get some of the way there, but in the end it was fairly simple to get the rest of the way just by bashing some tables. Off to the farm. And tutorial complete. Naturally, I totally missed myself getting 50 attack, but here I am smithing myself some rune scimitars to go and train myself in defense and strength. Since I got the Bone Crusher last episode, I thought I'd go somewhere that drops big bones, so I can train up prayer a little bit faster, get towards those protection prayers. So with 50 defense achieved, I went to go and make myself full set of rune +3 armor to go with my scimitars, and yeah, 58 mining in the process of getting the ores. Made myself the armor set, then it was time to be a real Iron Man and go and do a ton of dailies. I mean, I say a ton of dailies, I went and I did my first daily cache and 53 divination, and I stuck around and got 54. Then I went off and I did my honeycombs. So that's 47 and then 48. Not sure what happened to 49, but I obviously got it because here's 50. In the last episode I said I wanted to get to Vanquish fairly soon, and that requires 150 quest points. I ended the last one on 100 quest points, so I decided to get 25 this episode, and hopefully another 25 next time to get me up to that 150. Together with that, I also wanted to unlock Keldagrim for the crossbow shop, and to get a dragon pickaxe later to get the level 90 pickaxe eventually. So, here goes. Giant Dwarf. Done, which gives me access to Keldagrim, and therefore that crossbow shop. Then I needed fishing contest for the next dwarf quest, so I went and did that, simple enough. Then I went and learned the horrors that was Forgettable Tale of a Drunken Dwarf. The waiting for stuff to happen in this quest was insane. Before I started, I had to grow some barley. While waiting for that to grow, I did buyers and sellers quest to unlock the Thieves Guild, and then I went and did You Are It, just because, you know, why not? Then, what do you know, the barley had died, so I had to try again, and this time I completed needle skips to 100% completion to pass the time, put the XP into herblore. Second time lucky, the barley survived, and I started the quest. Then you get about halfway through the quest, and then you have to realise that you wait some more for some crops to grow, so I did Elemental Workshop 1 and Pirate's Treasure to pass the time, and I still had to sit there for 30 seconds to wait for them to finish. Then you have to wait for some ale stuff to mature later, so I went and did Elemental Workshop 2, and I went back to the ale, and it wasn't done. This is where I realised my own ineptitude. See this here, in my invent as I'm finishing EW2? That needed to be added to the ale for it to work, and I clean forgot it. So I went, and I added it, and then I went to bed.
The next day.
It's over. It's finally over. Despite this quest's name, nah. I'm never forgetting this quest again. Like, never again. I hated this just so much. Then, following that, I decided, you know what, let's do some easier quests. So, first up, Death Plateau. Just, yeah, we're gonna absolutely muggle these trolls. I mean, they totally deserve it after everything they've done to us humans. Easy quest. Next up, for some reason I got 35 making. Looking through the rest of the clips in the episode, couldn't tell you why. but I got it, so here you go. Then I went and I did Sheep Herder, which a lot of people complain about. I don't see the issue. It's actually a really, really easy quest, and I needed it to get towards Prif eventually, so that was that. Then Big Chompy Hunter, whatever the name of this quest is, because as a first resort it's going to be a quest that I'm going to need to do in the future, because that will provide me with a lot of raw bird meat to make Spirit Terror Birds when I'm training summoning later. And yeah, that's that. And let's bully some more trolls with Wolf Whistle. I wish I could actually summon stuff like that later in the game. Following that up, we started another quest line with In Search of the Myra-Key. I was then planning on doing In Aid of Myra-Key, but I then looked at the requirement list and was just like, nah mate. Follow that up with Dig Site, so eventually I will be able to get, is it the tendrils you get from Dig Site? I don't know, you get some abilities from Dig Site once you're at high levels. But yeah, that was much easier than I remember it being. I mean, I suppose I got fairly lucky with how long it took me to find the Ancient Emblem stuff. But that was done, and then the 125th quest point on the account was Let Them Eat Pie, which, again, a lot easier than I remember it being. You just sort of grab some stuff, and now I've got those spices which will make food heal a bit more. Whether I'll use them or not is debatable, but yeah, it's done. 125 quest points done. That means we can head to May and grab ourselves another dice. This time we're getting our first tier 2 dice, which firstly means that we'll get 500k coins, and we'll also get ourselves a unique item from a medium clue, which again turned out to be a fortunate component for when we go for Luck of the Dwarves later. We're really starting to rake them in. And with that done, it's just time to sort of go through all the dailies and stuff that I've done. So yeah, I've been keeping up with my jot much better this week, so 47 agility from that one. And the other daily that I do pretty much every day is my daily caches, because I want that divination XP, so 56 divination. And we finally arrive at the Chill Off event. So level 50 agility. A lot of people saying that I should do Herblore, but agility is for me the way to go. And I will do Herblore once I do reach level 60 agility, being sped up of course by all my jots. So 52 agility. It shouldn't take us long to reach 60. Then this one is big. So this was a daily challenge for prayer. I went and I literally had to bury 25 bones, and it got me up to 43 prayer, which is deflect melee. So we have all of our deflect prayers for when we go and kill some stuff, hopefully next time. Then 60 smithing, just because I got 60 smithing. And back to the skill off. It is 55 agility this time. We're really racing through it with that now. Then some more caches. This is 57 divination, and then later in the day 59 divination, nearly 60, so we'll go on to the next wisp soon. Then Herbie Werby, we've reached weekly reset this morning, so 37 Herblore, and because that was actually my 4th Herbie Werby, I was able to get myself the Herb Bag upgrade. I mean, I've never filled up my regular one, but I'm sure the upgrade will come in useful later on. Okay, look, I'm sorry, I know there's absolutely tons of Jot in this episode, but I kind of wanted to A, show that I'm still doing it, and B, this one at least is important because it's level 60 agility, which means that when I go back to the chill off, it's going to be some Herblore time. And so we come to the end of another episode. I thank you guys for watching, but before we go, let's take a quick look at all the skills we got. We're up above 1000 total level, which means at some point I can go and buy myself an extra life. I've got nearly 60 divination. Obviously that 60 agility that we got is going to be really helpful. A lot of Herblore AFK training coming up. Quest points we're at 125, which means we're only one episode away from getting Vanquish, which also means that I'm going to really have to start training my combat skills. Only 50s in the melee, 60 in magic, and a measly 42 in range. So all of those are really going to need to be pushed on for me to use Vanquish properly. Aside from that, mining and smithing have moved up a little bit, but not much else has been done in the way of skilling. With PVM Hub coming out, I've spent quite a lot of time on my main this week, but next week I should be able to spend a bit more time on this account and level out these skills. I'll be back next Wednesday to give you all the information on the next week of progress, Make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss that video, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.